Does anyone think the core is important? Why? Hold the body upright. My back extensors can do that. What about the shoulders and the arms? Are they important? Are they important in short distance or long distance running? Actually, they are more important in short distance. Now, there is a difference between short and long distance. Short distance runners, if you see typically, if you see those Jamaicans who always win everything, the short distance runners are very heavily built. Okay, they have a lot of muscle mass, lot of power, because you literally need to bully your way through those 100 meters, and you need explosion. And if you want explosion, you need muscle mass. There is no substitute for brute power. Correct? So short distance running depends a lot on having a huge muscle mass and being able to fire those muscles at a very high intensity at almost 100% their capacity, so you can blast your way through. Endurance running or casual running doesn't have the same requirements, right? Your upper body, yes, you need to stay fit, you cannot have a lopsided physique, but apart from that you don't really need your arm muscles so much. In fact, in endurance running what they say is if you move your arms little, it's better, it improves your running economy. So I've read articles from marathon coaches who say even if you keep your arms like this, you're wasting energy, keep your arms like that, it's better. Over a distance of 42 kilometers, you save energy because you're using your biceps less. So of course those point percentages don't matter to casual runners, it does at the highest level. But yeah, so upper body mass isn't that important, but the core is important, because the core, it helps translate the motion from the lower body to the upper body and the upper body to the lower body. So when you take your arm forward, the momentum is carried through if the core is intact. If the core is not working properly and in harmony with the upper body and lower body, there is loss of energy and you end up wasting a lot of movements. The glutes, probably the most important muscle. Now it is a fact that your body will not waste energy. If you have a huge muscle mass, it's because you require it. Okay? Anyone unfortunate enough to have a fracture? Anyone who's had a fracture in their life? Okay, put their hands up. Okay. What did you notice once the plaster was removed? Right? The arm or the leg just becomes very thin. Loss of muscles. Exactly. Your body will not maintain muscle mass if there is no need to. So if you have a huge muscle mass, it's only there because you need to. Right? And the gluteus maximus, your butt muscle, it's the biggest muscle in the body. If you take the cross sectional area, it's the biggest, most powerful muscle in the body. Now it's not there just for show, right? There is a reason for it. It keeps you standing straight the whole day. Its job is to prevent me from going like that. So it's working the whole day to keep me upright. So when you're running, as he mentioned, running form is so important. If you want to run upright, you need a strong glute. That's about the gluteus maximus, the butt muscle. There's another gluteus muscle which is equally important, which is the side glutes or the hip abductors, the ones you exercise when you do this action, right? Now why is that important? Because it helps in weight transfers. Say for example, I am on my right leg and I want to go onto my left leg, right? This muscle pushes me to go onto the other side. So every single step when you shift weight from one leg to the other, your gluteus medius is working, your hip abductor muscles are working. If this muscle is not strong enough or you are not using it well enough or it is not working as it should be, then your hip drops. When the hip drops, your leg comes across. So instead of running straight, you end up with a waddling sort of gait where your hip keeps moving and all the weight goes onto the outside. So quite a few runners who are weak in their glute med usually complain of pain on the outside, right? It goes all the way down across the knee joint and ends up somewhere there. I don't know, you might have had these problems, you might know people who have these problems, but it does happen. If your weight transfer is not correct, if you're not taking proper weight, if your weight is going outside, it will harm the muscles on the outside. Okay? So